So Adam is right around the corner. He's less than 5 days away, and I couldn't be more excited. And like I've said in my other videos, he's the first character I intend to pick up as a main. The first DLC character anyway. Adam is truly the first DLC character that I'm genuinely excited about for myself. Again, I've been excited about the other characters like Red Hood and pretty much everyone else. In fact, yes, I can say everyone else I've been excited for, at least on some level. However, that mostly comes from a different place. That comes from a, more or less anyway, an excitement with the community about a certain thing. So one of the reasons I was excited about Raiden and Sub-Zero is their potential movesets, and I was excited for the portion of the community who really wanted to see that character, or those characters, be added to the game. Because in all honesty, I felt bad for them because so many people were hating on those characters before they were even added to the game. I wanted to give them a chance. And I'm glad we gave them a chance because they turned out good. Excitement within the community makes me excited about that thing. Generally. As long as I can see a reason why someone would be excited about something, I get excited about it. Because I'm excited that they're going to get that thing that they're looking forward to. So for example, I understood the appeal of Red Hood. I was never a massive Red Hood fan, but I understand why people love that character. Again, it's not necessarily for me, but I was excited that we were getting that in the game because that's something that people wanted. I understand that people like the Mortal Kombat characters, even though I'm not a huge Mortal Kombat fan, and I'm especially not a huge Raiden fan. I understand that there's a ton of people out there who did want to see that character, so I was excited for them, and we ended up having a character with a really cool moveset. But this time, it's all me. Adam is a character that I'm really hoping I'm going to enjoy, and based on the things that we've seen so far, I'm pretty convinced that I will end up liking this character. There is a theoretical, imaginary checklist of things I want in a character. Awesome animations, rushdown or setup gameplay style, color, lots of color on their suit, unique powers, and an awesome gear set. And we're getting all of those things with Adam, and I'm so excited about it. He's got a really unique power. Being able to shrink down is something we don't have in the game currently. He has amazing animations, some of the best in the game. He can crouch down and he just kind of shrinks instead. His trait animation's really good. There's a lot of detail in his animations as well when it comes to all the science things that he throws out, and for people who don't realize this, when he's punching and he's throwing out just regular hits, if you look at the way he's throwing those punches, Adam is not a trained fighter. You see him putting a lot of weight behind those punches, sometimes throwing his entire body into a single punch, because that's how regular people fight, not trained fighters. That's how regular people fight. They just throw out their fists and hope it does something. And it looks like what Adam does, and I love that. And as far as the gameplay style goes, I was originally imagining Adam to be a rushdown character, and he has some of those elements there, with his trait looking like it has the ability to get you in, at least in some situations, and he's got some setup stuff, so that's two different playstyles I was really looking for. Two characters I was hoping to main at some point, although I never really found the time to learn them, is Joker and Cheetah. The main reason for that is because I always wanted a setup character in my arsenal, and Joker is a setup character. I always wanted a rushdown character in my arsenal because I like rushdown characters. I don't really have one now, unless I suppose you count Batman, but Batman's certainly not a rushdown character. He can be played that way, but that's not what he is. And I was talking about color. Adam has a ton of color in his suit. He lost a little bit of it based on like the first trailer we saw. He had way more color, but that's because it wasn't fully textured yet. In the second trailer, and obviously in the Watchtower livestream, we saw more or less what we're going to get in game, and it looks darker, but that's just because it's more textured. I'm imagining his shaders to be amazing, and the gear system for the character, even just the little bit of the gear system that we saw for the character in the Watchtower livestream looked really good. I know this video doesn't really result in much. I don't really have much to say other than I am excited. But it's hard for me to contain this hype because, again, it's a character that I was really hoping to see. It's a character I doubted from day one, ever since everybody started theorizing that it was going to be Adam, and even when they added the small silhouette in the character select screen, I was convinced it was all just to mislead us. So you can imagine how happy I was when they finally revealed him. This is how much I was looking forward to the character. For people who don't know, I have a Q&A series on my channel. I actually started that series because somebody in my audience asked me to, but I also used to watch the other YouTubers that do Q&A series. For example, Super. I used to watch him before the release of Injustice 2, before I had my own YouTube channel. I don't necessarily watch anybody in the Injustice community anymore because I like to make my own content and not be influenced by them in any way. But in one of his old Q&As, he was asked a question about whether Adam would be in the game or not, and I remember being upset listening to his answer. I left a comment explaining that, well, Adam could work in many different ways. He could be punished for being attacked out of his shrinking effect. He could only shrink during strings, and obviously the version we have is very different to what I was theorizing, but I was just trying to explain to him that when you try to make a game, you can balance it and work around effects like this. He was trying to say that it wouldn't be possible because the hitboxes would be too small, which is a good concern to have, but I went out of my way to defend it. The name is scribbled out because I actually had a completely different name at the time, but I always found that conversation interesting. To be clear, some people might be thinking I'm throwing shade at Super. Super's a cool dude, I'm sure he's awesome. I don't know him, I haven't spoken to him before, and I enjoy conversations like this. Something to keep in mind is that game design allows you to work around parameters that you might immediately think hey, that's not gonna work, that can't possibly work. There's always ways to balance around certain things. I'm certainly happy to see Adam in the game, and I cannot wait to play him in however long it is until he's added to the game. Get excited, man. It's an exciting time to be an Injustice 2 fan. I know this video wasn't super long and I know it wasn't super detailed. I just wanted to talk about the Adam man because damn, I am so excited to play this character. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Bilbsy and I will see you in tomorrow's video.
Holy mackerel.